Okay, here we go, working on sweep picking. So yeah, but the minor, I mean, it really, I still prefer doing first, second, first, fourth, like that. Because like again, when you start connecting these things, like going from a major to a minor, it does make it easier because it's always like first finger, first finger, first finger, always starting it off instead of ending on the middle, starting on the middle. But it is possible. And I've gone back and forth between the two. So, I mean, ultimately, it makes it easier for that. Like, eventually, you get to the point where you want to use, like, bigger shapes like this. Then, yeah, you'll need to change up your fingering a little bit. But, just we'll take care of that when that point comes up. So, let's keep it simple. And, yeah, here we go. Yeah, keep a slight palm mute on the G string and barely on the B. I'm doing this, and yeah, just work this up where you can. Yeah, so go ahead and keep doing you know, the metronome twice as fast, so you can hear it clicking twice as fast, as long as you need to. I'm gonna do it the eighth note way, uh, so this way you can hear what it's like. So here we go, 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double time. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. One 60. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 225. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now at these speeds, like the 200, 225, I'm going to do one more here. I'm kind of doing a more emphasized downstroke here. So instead of just letting the pick fall, I notice I'm kind of almost like heading back up a little bit to make sure I'm at like a down, down, down kind of thing. So if your hand starts to do that a little bit, just let it go. Because there's going to be a point of like playing it slow. You can do a nice smooth sweep, and then you're going to have this weird medium pace where it just feels really weird. Just keep the timing there. That's the most important thing. And then eventually you'll get to a speed where it'll start flowing a lot better again. A big mistake people make in learning sweep picking is they like kind of go really slow, kind of get the motion, and they just slop through it, and it sounds like an absolute mess. And they don't even realize it sounds like an absolute train wreck. So we're working on not doing that. So you will have an awkward speed phase. It's like sweep picking puberty. 250. You get to this, let me know, and then it'll be time to do triplets with this stuff instead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. So usually I'll say, you want to get to like at least 240. I'm usually lately I'm leaning more towards like 250, 260 with people. I mean, if you get to 240, that's fine. You can start trying to do the triplet thing, but then getting to the 120 on the triplets is, well, no, actually 160 on the triplets where you need to be. You know what? forget these last couple sentences. Just if you get to 250, start doing triplets instead of eighth notes. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Let's just keep it simple for right now. Okay, so yeah, just when you get your chords written out, just send me an image of what you got. You don't have to wait until next week. So yeah, and because I don't have any students Friday, Saturday, sometimes I don't check email, or at least very often, sometimes not at all. So maybe not until Sunday I get back to you if you send something over in the next day or two. So remember, what the figuring out the sus2s, do all that first. So find the third or the flat third and lower it to the next note in key. So there's no sharps, no flats, anything like that. It's just the very next letter in the alphabet below it. And then for the suspended fours, same thing. You find the third or the flat third and raise it up to the next note in key. Or just think of it, what's the next letter in the alphabet? That's where you're going to go. And you got the mode names and the corresponding intervals for each different position. So use that to your advantage. If you see that there isn't a 2, basically if you see a flat 2 listed in an in a mode name, or next to the mode, yes. If you see a flat 2 listed next to a mode name, that has to be counted for in the sus2 stuff that you're doing. So basically, you have the sus2 and the sus4 chords. A sus2 is 1, 2, 5. If you don't see the 1, you're never going to see a 1 listed amongst the interval stuff up there, because the 1 is always a 1. But if you don't see a 2 or a 5, listed out with the unique intervals, then you're good. It's going to be a sus2. But if you do see a flat 2 or a flat 5 listed in the unique intervals, well, you got to make sure you take that into account when you name the chord. Same thing with the 4s. The suspended 4 is a 1, 4, 5. So if you see in the unique intervals something besides a 4, or in this case it'll be a sharp 4. You don't have any flat 4s that happen in your major scale. You do have a sharp 4 in one position. So you got to pay attention to that, or be on the lookout for that. And then, your flat 5s, those occur only one mode, special place. Alright, so if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you again next week.